You are a first-time home buyer. You have finally decided it's time to get your own place. You grab your phone or open your laptop, and like everyone else, you head straight to the popular property websites. The first thing you will see is that familiar drop-down menu labeled property type. You don't think too much about it. You just select all, because honestly, all you want to see is houses, right? You start scrolling and you see the words apartment, flat, townhouse, simplex, clutter, home, house. But as a first-time buyer, you are not really paying attention to what those words mean. You are focused on the aesthetics, the beautiful kitchen, the garden, the finishes, the view, and that's completely normal. But here's the thing, those words actually tell you a lot about what you are really buying. Because of those terms, they fit into one of the two major ownership types in South Africa: full title and sectional title. And understanding the difference can shape your monthly costs, your responsibilities, your freedom of renovation, and even your future resale value. Right, now that we are on the same page, let's start with the fundamental. To understand those terms, apartment, flat, townhouse, simplex, house, you need to understand how property ownership works in South Africa. And it all comes down to two key concepts: full title and sectional title. Let's break them down. By the way, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Pauline, and I have almost a decade of experience working in residential property right here in South Africa. I also hold a postgraduate degree in economics from the University of South Africa, as well as formal qualifications in property management from the University of Pretoria. Over the years, I've worked closely with buyers, especially first-time buyers who often feel overwhelmed by property terms, levies, ownership types, and all the little details that can be confusing if no one explains them properly. And that's why I created this channel, to simplify property, to simplify life, to give you real practical insights, to help you avoid costly mistakes, and to guide you confidently through the South African home buying journey. So if you want clarity, if you want to understand property the right way, you are in the right place. So full title. In full title, you own the land and the house in its totality, in its full structure. You own both land and the building. In full title, you manage your own garden, roof maintenance, wall maintenance. In fact, the whole renovations are on you. But of course, everything must be within estate or municipal laws. So what I'm saying is, theoretically, this is where you use the word house. I know we casually call house referring to the residential property that you bought. So whenever you go to Property 24 or private property, and then you see the word house, that word is referring you to a full title property. Now let's move to sectional title. In sectional title, you own a unit, and theoretically we call that townhouse, apartment, or flat. You saw when we were going through the property website. That basically is where there is shared ownership of common areas such as gardens, driveways, pool, security gate. you can't claim ownership of these common areas. Sectional title is managed by a body corporate. I'll dive more about body corporate and homeowners association in a later episode. But in this case, just understand that sectional title is managed by the body corporate and full title is managed by HOA, that is homeowners association. So basically, in a sectional title, the body corporate manages your levies, your maintenance, your insurance, your shared services. So think of it like this. With full title, you have your own private property, the house. In this house can be a standing house, stand-alone house down the street, or it can be a standalone house within a gated community. In this full title, think of it like this. You own the house, the land, the garden, everything. It's all yours. In sectional title, you have your own unit, but you also share some things with your neighbors. The carports, the gardens, the swimming pool, even the security gate. All these are shared responsibility. Let me tell you a story. I promise you it's a true story. It's one of the stories that inspired me to start this YouTube channel. I had an owner. She bought a ground floor unit, a 2-bed unit. The unit had a beautiful garden. Let me call this lady Margaret. Margaret assumed that the unit plus the garden belong exclusively to her. So what happens a few months down the line? The top floor unit owner needed access to the tap because he wanted to water his garden, his flowers outside his unit. Margaret did not like this at all. She went to the point of buying a lock, and she locked the garden. This matter was escalated to the managing agent I was working for at the time, and I was the portfolio assistant for that complex. When I received this complaint, of course, I had to break it down to Margaret that, hey, your unit, you bought into sectional title and you have no exclusive use right to that garden. That garden can be used by anyone in the complex. Can you imagine the shock and some level of embarrassment on Margaret's face? So this is one of the things I want you to pay attention, especially when you are buying in sectional title. Please pay attention. So taking off from Margaret's story, let's talk about sectional title. This is where apartments, flats, townhouses, simplexes, and most cluster homes fall. And it works very differently from full title. So a sectional title property is a type of community scheme. It's a development where the land, the buildings are divided into individual sections. That's the part you buy. And the common property, which everyone in the scheme jointly owns. So as an owner, you have sole ownership of your inside of your unit and joint ownership of everything outside your front door. Typical examples are driveways, gardens, pathways, exterior walls, parking area, clubhouses, play areas. So these are the typical examples. You can't claim ownership of these areas. I want you to remember this when you buy into sectional title, right? So that you won't be another Margaret. So sectional title is basically a community scheme. A sectional title scheme, it forms part of the South African law, which is called community schemes. Community schemes are any living arrangements where people share certain spaces or responsibilities. So the common example is, of course, the sectional title schemes, which we are talking about at the moment. The second one is shared block of companies. The third one is the homeowners association, housing cooperatives. The key idea here is this: there is shared ownership, shared rules, and shared responsibilities. I know I have said a mouthful, but please stay with me, please. So you are maybe wondering, who manages this whole thing? In sectional title, management is handled by the body corporate. This is made up of all the owners themselves, and sometimes they often hire a managing agent. That's where I come in. Let me tell you this: I receive a high volume of phone calls and emails, and many owners, they think that trustees are the body corporate. Please note that all the owners are the body corporate, not just the trustees. Right? So, moving on, the body corporate takes care of the insurance of the building, the maintenance of those communal areas, call it common property, your gardens, security services, garden services. They enforce the rules and the laws. They also collect levies. And yes, levies are mandatory. I had to say that. Levies are mandatory. I'll do another installment when I speak on about levies. Every owner pays levies, and that's how a sectional title scheme functions. Right, now let's break down the second big category, the full title properties, also called freehold properties. This is the simplest form of ownership in South Africa. When you buy a full title property, you own everything, the land and the house. It's all yours. This is true when you buy a single standing house down the street, or when you buy a single standing house within a gated estate. If your full title house is inside a gated estate, you will usually be part of a homeowners association. We simply call it HOA. The HOA looks after the estate's shared spaces, the gate, the security, the parks, the clubhouse, the roads. But your own property, your own house, is 100% your responsibility. If you have a blocked drain or your roof is leaking, you can't call me. You will have to sort that out. You have no idea how many calls I receive about this. Owners in full title, they call the managing agent to say, look, please dispatch a plumber. My toilet is blocked. Or, hey, please dispatch a contractor. My roof is leaking. And I'm always saying to them, look, this is your own baby. You have to sort it out. Everything within your land and within your unit, inside and outside, is your responsibility. The HOA's responsibility is everything outside your wall. This is within the Memorandum of Association. It details everything that the HOA is entitled to do. Whenever new owners consult with me, I generally dive deep into going through that memorandum of association so that I make sure the new owner truly understands what it means to buying a freestanding house within a gated estate. So as we wrap up this episode, I hope you are now feeling clearer about the two major ownership types in South Africa. Understanding these basics already places you ahead of most first-time home buyers, because now you know what those online listings are actually telling you. Remember, anyone can buy into either ownership type, whether you are purchasing as an individual or an investor or a trust or through a company. Full title and sectional title are open to you. And you can buy for different reasons. It can be your primary home or investment property. What matters is knowing which option aligns with your lifestyle, your long-term plans, as well as your financial goals. In the next episode, I'm going to go even deeper. I'll guide you through a clear side-by-side comparison, the pros and cons of full title versus sectional title, so that you can make an informed, confident decision before you buy. And if you want a personalized help for your buying journey, I also offer one-on-one consultation where we unpack your situation, your goals, and your options. It's perfect for first-time buyers who want clarity or investors who want direction. And for those who prefer learning at their own pace, I've written a practical ebook that simplifies the entire buying process step by step. It's designed to answer the questions that most new buyers struggle with. Thank you for watching and spending this time with me. In this episode, I really hope it has helped you. Please go ahead to share, to like, and especially to share to your friend or your sibling who is considering buying a first property in South Africa. You might really make their life much simpler. And as always, happy house hunting and take care of yourself. Bye for now.